Luigi's Mansion 3 is an action-adventure game developed by Next Level Games and published by Nintendo that released this past Halloween. This time around, you're exploring a multi-level hotel with each floor having its own particular theme and boss. So in comparison to like Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, it's smaller in each floor that you're exploring, but you have more tools at your disposal to be finding everything. Hi guys, welcome to Wide Neck Gaming. Like, subscribe, check the links below if you like this video. So like with other Mario-related games, the story is used as set dressing for the game level design and gameplay mechanics. This isn't like a horror game, but it's not even a like spooky, scary game like Ghostbusters, the video game, like with the lighting. It's mainly used for comedy and then exploration. But the story follows the main cast of characters. They're invited to a hotel, all expenses paid, and here's like where you have the comedy of the cast. The hostess is obviously a ghost. They're hiding behind masks. It's all bright and colorful early on. You go to your room, you hear a scream, wake up in the middle of the night, and then hear the tone switches over. But this is okay for kids, as you can see with the lighting. It's not like too dark. It's more the unknown where you're exploring. But you run into King Boo, the antagonist in past games, and with a brief little chase after he captures the rest of the cast in these frames. You know, Luigi's the typical scaredy cat. He runs away, which saves him, goes down the clothes chute, and that's where the game starts, where you start from the basement floor and you have to collect these elevator buttons throughout the game, and each floor usually has like a boss or a ghost is hiding it. Early on you get a couple, and then later on it's one at a time, and there's an obvious theme with each floor. The nice part here though is you don't have to continually go on, and it's not like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like you'll have a couple mixed ones and then you'll have to be going back. Good amount of creativity with each of the floors, and you're always excited to see what the next theme is going to be in the next floor. You're gradually introduced to the mechanics, and it's funny because it's a bit overwhelming. There's a lot here, and this is the opposite of like I've just been playing Call of Duty. That's very simplistic. You go checkpoint to checkpoint. This story is more simplistic, but you have all this going on. So early on, it takes a bit. You have things like the plunger. You can suck with the vacuum. You can blow. You have this rainbow light where you can see invisible objects. You can do this boost jump thing that knocks enemies back. My one complaint is it's kind of a pain to aim. It's slow, and you have to hold one button while holding the joystick on that side to do it. Other than that, though, it's really good. The addition to Luigi's Mansion 3 is Luigi. When you press the right stick, he pops out while your Luigi just sits there. You need him to go through like hidden areas like grates, or if you need to do co-op events where you both are sucking, switching from one character to the next. They both do it. As you can about guess, a big chunk of the gameplay is sucking up ghosts. You do this by stunning them if they're hidden, revealing them, and then you use your blower to suck. You can see their hit points. They have 100. You can do more than one at a time. You can do multiple, and then you can also do this pound that weakens them further. It gets a bit more complicated when you have more people, like some you can have two doing it at once. So this is one component. Then the other big one is the exploration, finding where everything is with like things like the rainbow light, or just exploring using Luigi, and quite a bit pretty even with battling ghosts and then just exploration. Again, the game isn't about the spooky scariness. It's about like the comedy, and like with other, you know, I'm going to keep going back to it, Odyssey and Breath of the Wild, exploration is really big, you know, enjoying each of the themes. And level design is excellent. You know, you want to search each of them. You know, I had to push myself to keep going after each floor. Try not to spoil too much. Here's an example of a boss on one floor. I have the maid, and there's a unique mechanic often. She has the book inside of her. I can't get her with the blower. If not a shocker, I have to use my plunger. One example, and you have other various little fun things to find out. Exploration part includes finding boos. There's one of these on each floor. There's a rumble when you get close to it, and you can buy this at the lab. You have the doctor from prior games here, and there's things like coins. You can search everything pressing A prompting it. And then each floor also has 6 gems. These are kind of like the moons from Mario Odyssey. And like one of them, I always have this ghost that has a gem trapped inside of it. But there's other like hidden ones, like in paintings where you uncover them. And nice presentation, like this is the music floor. There's a music note for this one. The new one here with Luigi, there's a grate, this is very common, that I can go through and I can sometimes get coins and get other things as well. So these are packed in big time. There's a lot of stuff even in a room to find. There's a good amount of co-op. What you're seeing here is the online component. I'm playing by myself with a random group of people. You can also join a match in progress, but you're 4 Luigis. You can also have Luigi locally with you, or you can control yourself that search you the rooms and you have to complete the objectives. This is really good. I had a lot of fun playing this. It does get a bit easy pretty quick, and it's short. You're looking at 30 minutes to an hour if you do 5 to completing 10 floors. There's a score at the end to see who did the most each floor. It's mainly an addition. This wouldn't be the reason why to play it unless they add some updates in the future. But I had fun, even though it was a bit short. The other part to the co-op is local. These are completely different game modes. There's 3 of them, and it's limited to how many controllers you have. Of course, I only have 3, so I have 3 here. One team is Luigi's, and the other is Luigi's, but you're competing just for score here. One of the maps here is you're in a balloon, a flotation device, and you're just collecting coins while you're avoiding the mines. The next one, you load the cannon. You can take the cannonballs from the other ones and you're just shooting targets on one side or another. So these, it's more like Mario Party games, like a fun diversion. And then the last one, you have collecting ghosts with a time limit. The team that collects the most wins. So like not near as good as the online. I do recommend the game, and it is definitely a buy. It just has excellent creative level design, varied gameplay mechanics that keep you engaged in searching or battling ghosts. I clocked in at 17 hours doing a little bit of searching, but in reality you're looking at 20 plus because you want to be searching, looking around in each of the floors. There is co-op where one other player can control Luigi too. Another bonus is the online, like that. It's pretty easy, it isn't that long, but it's fun for as long as you play it. The weakest is the local co-op. This is just more of a party kind of a game. It's not something you're going to be playing for too long. If you are interested in renting it, please check the links below. Like, subscribe if you like the video, tap the bell, and I will see you next time.
Mario. Mario. Mario.